Hello, wonderful followers and subscribers of Holy Ghost Son. I hope this video finds you well. All right, I want to show you a video of the same nursing school that rejected Mother General, the general of herself, all mothers in the world, Remi Tinubu. The same nursing school that rejected her. I want to show you what they did to Peter Obi. Okay, but before you watch that, what this video I released the volume for you. I want to show you a video of what this woman did to Tinubu. Please, kindly share this video before you watch it, and please like it. Thank you.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you say Nigerian children and the mothers, we cannot pay our children's school fees. We cannot pay rent anymore. We cannot see food to eat. We cannot see, our children can no longer go to school. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you will never see good thing in your life. Your children will no longer see good thing in your life. As this shining is shining, as this sun is shining, so the poverty and wreck Nigeria will begin to wreck in your family. The poverty Nigerians are crying for will begin to flow over your family from your generation to generation. Everything you have worked for, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will go down the drain. Everything Akpabio have worked for a 4 guests, all go down the drain. Everything we have worked for his own children, they will all go down the drain. Since you people say you have made Nigerians to suffer, Nigerian mothers to cry, Nigerian children to cry, they can no longer pay their children's school fees. From today, as this sun is going down, everything about you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will go down. Everything about you, Wike, will go down. Everything about you, Akpabio, will go down. Since you are the people troubling Nigeria, you will never have peace. You people will never know peace. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you people will never know peace. Keike inuwari aje, keike inuwari aje, wa make peace bagua. Your children will not see peace. Your generation will not see peace. Sheyi Tinubu, you are a youth, but in your youth head, you think you are happy. You think you are enjoying. Your poverty that will raise you after your father will join the 6 feet. You will regret the day you go call yourself a son of a president. From today, go. Say Tinubu, no peace in your life. You'll be running from pole to pillar. You'll be running from pillar to pole. As we Nigerian mothers are crying, and you people are not ready to listen. The children are crying. The youth are crying. You are not ready to listen. When the poverty before the three of you that think you hold Nigeria, nobody will listen to you. Nobody will listen to your children. So shall it be. As this sun have gone down, so your pain, your reproach, your poverty have gone to you people. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Sheyi Tinubu, Akpabio, and Wike. You will see what you will face. Before 2027, you people will not be alive to witness 2027. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you will not be alive to witness 2027. Akpabio will not be alive. Wike, you will not be alive. Since you have turned Nigeria upside down, so God will turn you and your generation upside down. Then I tell you, he say, Etio Salobwa.
So, guys, we are not going to listen to the nurse with the nursing school student rather with Peter Obi. Okay, what they did to him, what they said to him. Now, after this video, please don't go, because the next video you're about to watch is how Channel TV expose and disgrace Akpabio and Pablo Escobar and Yaya Bello, okay, regarding Senator Natasha's recall. I beg you, like this video and please share it, because Nigeria is just too hot. It's unbearable for all of us now. We have to expose these guys. Thank you.
Happened yesterday, which started as a rumor of sorts, but clearly has now gone beyond the realm of rumor and has now been confirmed. Yesterday, INEC received a petition from some members of Kogi Central Senatorial District saying that they have signatures, about 250,000, seeking to recall Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. You're very aware of the controversy that has since brewed since Senator Natasha Akpoti alleged that Senate President Godswill Akpabio, sexually harassed her. And this will be the latest in the long list of things that we have seen since that announcement or since that claim came to light. So yesterday we saw a group of people led by a young woman, interestingly, making their request to INEC, and INEC receiving that petition on their behalf. So listen to what she had to say.
We're here to submit the petition against the senator representing Kogi Central Senatorial District in the National Assembly, the Senate arm, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. We have come to submit a petition of loss of confidence. The entire people of Kogi Central have lost confidence in her because of her gross misconduct in the Senate that led us to a 6-month suspension where Kogi Central will not be represented at the National Assembly, the Senate arm. So we have come to recall her back so that we can have a representative in the Senate, because as a people, we cannot afford not to have a representative in the Senate arm for another 1 year. So we are here to tell INEC to please follow the constitutional process for our recall so that our recall process can begin. That's why we're here. Submitted our petition. It's been received. All other documents have been received. This is the acknowledgement copy of the petition. We all know the INEC rules. You cannot submit a petition without having to go and get signatures of registered voters, and that's why we are now saying, as a people, we are recalling her back from the Senate because we have gotten what it takes to recall her back from the Senate.
Like how many?
Well, that is the representative of concerned Kogi youths you heard. Well, joining us this morning to take a look at this particular matter, we have with us Mr. Victor Giwa. Mr. Giwa, it's good to see you. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So this is no longer in the realm of speculation, because we had heard initially that indeed some recall process had started, but it was being done under the guise of a, what was that now? What's
Empowerment.
Empowerment. But it was controversial. It was seemed that there was some alert being raised on this, but clearly it does appear that this is what we're now seeing. This is now the result of what has transpired. Do you want to shed a little more light on how we got here?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks so much for having me, Omakwe. Now, firstly, it has been in the news, like you said, about the recall. If you heard the young lady that spoke, she said she's from consigned Kogi youth and women. I don't know what that is. I am the lawyer. I'm one of the lawyers to Natasha, and we've been interrogating the process. We know what the recall process is under the Constitution, Section 69, and the INEC guidelines. She said she's representing Kogi youths and women. I don't know what that is. The persons who have the legal right to recall is our constituency. In this case, Kogi Central. She has not been able to tell us if she belongs to the 5 local governments that constitute Kogi Central. Now, she has not told us who are those people who voted, are they the registered voters? In the process of recall under the INEC rules and regulation, the names of the person who should sign for the petition should be polling unit by polling unit. Question is, when we endorse persons, where we endorse signature collected out of the over 800 polling unit, within the over 1,200 polling units within the 5 local governments that made up Kogi Central. And we've seen social media reports, which we are looking at to see where we noticed and we saw some group of persons inside one room trying to write names, and I think that is what they have just done and brought up to say that they have gotten 250,000 names. We have personally written to the chairman of INEC complaining of allegation of forgery against the said petition. Now, INEC has the constitutional right under Section 69 to verify the signatures in that petition. However, as person who is concerned about this rumor and the stories connecting the signature that they have received, as a citizen, as somebody who is concerned about the process shouldn't be fraudulent. When you see people sitting somewhere writing names, putting signatures, that is a clear case of forgery. So it is duty for me to notify INEC And so we'll take it further. We are going to, by tomorrow, we will send the petition to the Commissioner of Police, Kogi State, to verify, to investigate how those, because that is a different, because the issue of forgery is a crime. And it is the duty of the police to investigate crime. While INEC has their constitutional duty to verify those petitions as provided under Section 69. So if you look at it, it looks as if there is a script somewhere. And like I said in one of these programs, it's a melodrama. And I want to see how it plays out. But one thing we are sure of, that this process cannot be completed.
Let us, take a look at, because we did hear, these are some of the videos that made the round. Some amateur videos that made the round on, social media, alleging that some empowerment process had started under the guise of, the recall process had started under the guise of empowerment. But it did appear that some of the, the citizens were aware that this was what was going on, and then you could hear their voices in the background saying things like they were speaking their own traditional language. I didn't understand what was being said, but it did appear that there were concerns that this was what was happening under the guise. If indeed there is a recall process, aren't the citizens supposed to be clearly aware of what is transpiring? Are they supposed to be, because you have talked about forgery, but if indeed it happens that, people were being given empowerment and they were asked to sign in a particular place and it is indeed their signatures, but they were not aware of what it was that they were signing for, doesn't that make the process null and void?
That is a very good question, and that is one of the concerns we have. Now, the first part is that, like you said, the process of recall must be a process that the registered voters are aware and conscious that they are going to recall their member. It must not be in any form of deceit. They must be aware, they must be conscious, they must be noticed to that effect, and they must have volunteered themselves to go through the process. We've not heard of any town hall meetings that were held that the persons, the constituents, the unit said, we have to recall these persons. All we just heard was that, some people were in the queue. We were seeing videos of people standing in the queue. Thereafter, they were now saying that, they told us we're coming there for an empowerment. And what we now got to, they told us when we pick up, we put our voter's name and all of that, and we signed. Like you said, let us assuming that was what happened. That they were brought into a particular place for the purpose of empowerment, and they now discovered that it was for recall. That itself is deceit. But you see, it is one of these things. They just brought that process for you to see that, the recall process has started. We need to see it in every unit. Under the INEC guidelines, each of those names of the registered voters must be from polling unit to polling unit.
It cannot be done in
it cannot just be done in one hall and people, no. The names must be arranged polling unit to polling unit, because votes are done in polling units.
It's a very interesting scenario, but this is the situation now. INEC has now received the petition. What should happen next?
Good question. Before then, there was a court. We went to court in Kogi State, in the State High Court, where we got an ex parte order restraining INEC from receiving such petition. However, yesterday we got wind of the information that whether they went to court, to set aside that order. But the first part we need to understand was that INEC received that petition while the court order was still subsisting. INEC was served with the court order, with ex parte order, restraining them from receiving the petition. That is, by the way. The second part is that there is a subsisting case in court, which INEC is a party.
What was the case?
The case of suing INEC, restraining, which we got an order restraining INEC from receiving the petition, since the constituents against INEC, not Natasha now. Some of the members, the registered members of that constituency say, no, don't receive this petition. We've not agreed to recall her. And that is the case that is subsisting, which INEC is the party. So the point I'm making, therefore, is that when there's a case in court, INEC cannot take any step until that case is determined. Because when a case is instituted, parties are expected by law to maintain status quo.
Auntie Charity from Kogi, who did you tell us you were representing the other time?
Under which platform are you representing?
Okay, it is a concerned Kogi youths and women. Thank you. you. But the letter that INEC received, you know, now INEC said that they've sent their address, they've sent their phone number. Did you take a critical look at the letterhead that they sent to INEC? It says Kogi Central Political Frontier. Auntie, you cannot. Hey God, you said you were representing concerned Kogi youth and women. Now we are seeing Kogi Central Political Frontier. Because this is not making sense. It is not adding up. And when you look up both of the names that she has given now, neither of them exists on the CAC's website. Neither of these names have been registered. Is it just her and her family that oh God, that sat down and decided that they want to recall Senator Natasha? You can just tell us, Auntie Charity, you can just tell us on behalf of myself and my family, or on behalf of myself and my village. But you cannot be doing like this and doing like this. The other day you said you were representing concerned Kogi youth and women. Now we are seeing Kogi Central Political Frontier. I'm a man say Talaji. We have seen you and Bodaya. You are like 556. But it looks like you think that this thing is a game. I mean, yes, you actually said it, that a game is a game. And it's so unfortunate that she went and wrote this on her Facebook. I don't know if you guys saw her Facebook post after they submitted the petition. The day she submitted the petition, I guess when people started yabbing her left and right, she now went on Facebook and wrote undeterred, unbroken, unbent. So, well, you know, the game is the game. I'm like, what? Like, what's that? God, what's that, Auntie? So don't worry, we are praying for you, special prayers. But right now, you need to choose one. You cannot say you are representing concerned Kogi and youth and women, and now come out to say it is now Kogi Central Political Frontier. INEC, Kitoriolo. Don't say that you are not seeing all the inconsistencies from these enemies of progress that came to submit fake signatures.